Greetings, everyone. I hope you're fine. I hope you are doing well. I would like to appreciate you for taking this moment, this time to watch this video. Without any waste of time, I would like us to watch the following clip. It's not a long clip, it's just a short clip. And then tell me what you think.
How many people did it involve, Samar?
Anything from 5,000 people upwards.
That many?
That many. So SIMO was a big organization.
And what kind of operations were you doing?
Well, it was clandestine operations. We were involved in coups, taking over countries for other leaders. We were involved in Mozambique, spreading the AIDS virus through medical conditions. We were involved in Angola with Dr. Jonas Savimbi for various operations. We gave military support.
I just want to say in this video, it's not my intention to offend anyone, but the most important thing is that history is very important, because I always say if you want to deal with the problems of Africa, you have to go to the roots of the problem. And then I always say you cannot use Western solutions for African problems, because Western solutions are very manipulative in nature. In other words, they are full of greediness, they are full of anger, and they are full of injustices. So you cannot apply their solutions, even if they are smiling. I know other people might say, this gentleman here is a liar, is trying to cause confusion, but I don't think you can risk your life just like that, just to become famous or just to play games. But at the same time, even if other people might think this man is lying, based on history, you can tell that this man is not lying, because colonialism is the worst thing that happened to the Africans. Colonialism is the worst thing that happened to the Africans, because these people were cruel and they used everything to make Africans disappear. It was not just only about oppressing people, but it was also about elimination. It was also about deletion. So that was their major objective. So in other words, if someone has intentions to disappear or to make your family disappear, in other words, that person is dangerous. In other words, even going into a negotiation table with that person is just a waste of time.
So people were killed during these operations?
Oh, definitely.
We mentioned it for the
can we I guess the question, you can come in.
Yeah.
You mentioned actively spreading AIDS?
There was a unit in from SIMO that one of the things was that we went into African countries.
And how was that done exactly?
Through inoculation.
Through vaccines?
Yeah, through vaccines. Pretending to inoculate people and that type of thing.
The idea being to kill black people?
Yeah, to eradicate black people. You must understand the concept was that AIDS was a killer. It was incurable at that point in time, so it was led to believe that if you infected people, it was the quick, non-militaristic.
This is how the system operates, and it's very dangerous. And I would like to repeat again that colonialism is the worst thing that happened to the Africans, but they work in patterns, because they have to get your minds. They have to get your minds. In other words, they delete history. In other words, they keep certain information away from you so that they can tell you lies. And they've created all these systems about the church systems, theology systems, and etc. and etc. So that is why right now, if you are a preacher and you see all these diseases that are taking place in Africa, affecting people in Africa, the first thing that comes in your mind is that these people are sinners. For an example, if someone tells you that I have this disease, I've discovered that I have this disease, the first thing that comes in the mind of a preacher is that it's because you are a sinner. Why? It's because these people are very manipulative. The system is very manipulative. So it has manipulated the minds of many people. So that is why in your family, if someone is suffering from an incurable disease, you try by all means to distance yourself from that particular person, that particular individual, because you believe that that particular person is not a good person. He or she was not living right, and etc. and etc. So I know that there are people who live the way they want to, but when it comes to this issue of the diseases, you cannot shift blame to God, or you cannot just mention God and say the reason this thing is happening is because God is punishing these people because these people are sinners, because these people are far from God. So this is how many preachers and many believers who are very holy, this is how they interpret the whole situation. Why? It's because of a system. Because a system will do something and they'll try by all means to hide an information, and then they'll lie to you so that you can continue preaching those lies. So right now we have these diseases is as a result of these people, and they have not given up even today.
Approach to eliminate black people.
And that is something you know for a fact, that AIDS was actually being spread to other countries?
Yes, to African countries. We were at war. Black people in South Africa were the enemy.
But so it was about white supremacy?
Definitely. Definitely trying to retain white supremacy on the African continent.
And furthermore, he tells us that the purpose of Maxwell's clinics in and around Johannesburg was to infect black people with HIV.
He had the one in Turquoise, he had the one in Alex.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken, it was on the West Strand. So, and these were research facilities for them to inject people with a solution to see that they prevented AIDS, and in the meantime they were injecting people with AIDS.
And he was only working on black people in these clinics
Yes, yeah.
for almost nothing.
Yeah. But that's what I'm saying. So you know what I mean.
I just want to say that is why I'm like, Africans should not be scared. When the likes of Donald Trump is threatening Africa, they are like, you know what? We don't want to continue supporting Africa when it comes to like providing them with medication, when it comes to these various diseases and etc. and etc. We should be happy and excited. In other words, right now it's time for Africa to say, you know what? Let us go back to the drawing board and try by all means to come up with solutions for our own problems. Because there's no way you can continue putting your trust upon these people, because these people are not good for Africans, because they have other intentions. So Africans might be excited to see these people. Africans might say, we can live together. They can preach about Rainbow Nation, togetherness, stronger together, and all these other things. But the other side is not interested in that thing of stronger together. They are using the stronger together as a system or as a strategy, but their intention is completely different. So that is why it's important for Africans to wake up. So this video is not about hate speech, it's not about hating other people, it's not about encouraging other people, but this is a fact, because we have our own our own history. So the reason it's so difficult to make Africans to wake up is because these people, they work in patterns. They work in patterns. They've created theology schools. They've created these people who are holy. They've created everything so that at the end of the day, the people who defend them are the very same preachers, are the very same people who think they are holy, are the very same people who have been programmed, are the very same people who preach stronger together. These are the very same people who preach about peace, but they are not saying anything about justice, because the moment you talk about justice, this is what they do. They will try by all means to eliminate you. They will try by all means to block your content, to block your videos, to block everything that you are saying, because right now you are talking about justice. So you cannot talk about justice without revealing the truth. So the moment you start analyzing the truth, they don't like it, because the more you analyze the truth is the more you spread information even to those who are asleep. And even those who are asleep are like, you know what? But now it makes sense. So these people, they don't want any kind of truth or any information to make sense to us. Why? Because we will wake up and we will make others to wake up as well. But at the end of the day, I would like to say Africans should just wake up and take action and try by all means to be independent. Feed yourself, heal yourself, and do everything by yourself. This video is not about hating anyone or maybe discriminating against other people, but this video is about providing a solution to us, because if we don't do so, at the end of the day, we'll find ourselves in trouble.